For a lot of you out there, this might not be your exact situation, but I wanted to make sure that we were able to answer her question. And I think that by understanding exactly what's going on in her life, you'll be able to draw some comparisons and see where the advice in this video could really be helpful to your own personal situation. Hey guys, welcome back to another Tipsy Thursday. We are going to be answering an email today, I'm going to be answering an email today from a wonderful woman who's on my email list. I'm going to read almost exactly what the email says just because there's a lot of context in the email, as well as I want to make sure that we fully understand exactly what she's asking. So this beautiful, wonderful woman writes, "My husband of nearly 40 years passed away in 2014. Since I needed to stop isolating myself and make some immediate income, I decided to work in retail." That was in 2015. I'm still working in retail today, although it serves a purpose, making a little income, interaction with colleagues and customers. I don't like it, nor is it an income sustainer. My background is actually in writing and editing, in publishing and communications. I manage some one-off freelance jobs with some past clients, but none of these have led to long-term positions. I need to do something more intellectually challenging and financially rewarding. My question to you is this: how do I leave my retail position, move forward with my real career, and make enough income to pay more than just my rent and bills? Wow, what an email to receive. And my advice to this email, although can seem pretty easy to do, it really honestly will change your entire life. So when I read this email, the first thing I hear and sense is that you're scared. You're scared of putting more time into a career that may not pan out. You're scared to leave a very comfortable position that you found after the passing of your late husband, and that gave you a lot of camaraderie and responsibility and agency in your life. And you know that served a purpose, but now you're looking for something more fulfilling, and something that is going to stretch you intellectually. Because a lot of us out there, if we're not doing something that challenges us on a regular basis or on a daily basis, we can get bored, and eventually it feels like we're suffocating. Believe me, I know, I've been there. So my question to you is, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person that said, you know what, I didn't know what was going to happen. I had no idea the outcome, but I know that if I go and I pursue this career in the publishing space as a freelancer or virtual assistant or copywriter or whatever title you go with, you know deep down in your heart, in your gut, in your brain, whatever resonates with you more, that you should do this, that it's going to give you more freedom, it's going to give you more self-confidence, it's going to give you a much better life, and hopefully you know that you deserve that. This is the thing. I like to set people up for successes, and as much as I would love to tell you that if you transition to a virtual assistant type role, you will immediately replace the income you have and be able to quit your ho-hum retail job like that. See, I don't know where you are in your business. See, I don't know if you have a good grasp of marketing. I don't know if you've got a lot of limiting beliefs going around in your head. I don't know if fear is your biggest fear. And I don't know how much you really want it. Most likely people that are attracted to me and my brand really want it. So I'm going to go with this. If you look back in your life and you see regret in staying in your retail position, more so than if you would regret dropping it all and going all in, then you have to do it. You have to go for your dreams. But let me set you up strategically, as I said, and that is this. Can you do both at the same time? Can you work your retail job and start really actively working on your virtual assistant type career or freelance career. A lot of entrepreneurs out there are saying, just burn the bridges, jump headfirst in, do this, do that. But as people, we need to understand that we have bills and we have responsibilities. And if we have children and dependents in our lives, we just can't do that sometimes. A single folk like myself who only has a dog to take care of, sure, easier to do that than most. But if you have a family, if you have a house, if you have long-term standing bills that you just can't get out of, you need to be smart about this. Because if you go all in and you're not able to make your rent, or if your car gets repossessed, or one of these horrible situations that happen to many, is that going to discourage you? And is that going to ruin your career in the freelance space enough to make you say, no, I've given it a shot, I'm not trying anymore, I'm going back to my old life? Because we get really scared. It's our normal reaction when we're doing new things, when we're creating new habits in our life. And starting a business and doing what we love and something that feeds our soul is something that can be scary. I know that's counterintuitive, but it's very true. So my ultimate suggestion to you, oh, lovely lady that emailed me, and I won't say any names, is that jump in. Do both jobs at the same time and be committed to leaving your retail position at a certain date. Give yourself a goal. Maybe it's 6 months out. Maybe it's 6 years out. Well, maybe not that much, but maybe it's, a year out. Whatever it is, as long as you are taking inspired action on your freelance virtual assistant, online service provider career each and every day, or almost each and every day, you know that you are going to get the results you eventually want, because that's just how it works. You put the work out and it comes back to you always. But it needs to be consistent, and it needs to be smart, and it needs to be, as I said, inspired. So I hope this answers your question. It really, honestly, guys, it comes down to mindset. It comes down to saying, what is more important to me? Am I comfortable living the life that I'm in now and I don't want to change it? Or am I willing to step up my comfort zone and jump into a job that might not yield the results I want right away? Because we romanticize this career sometimes. And even if you're not a virtual assistant, if you're a coach or an e-commerce store owner or just a normal brick and mortar business, it's all the same. We romanticize entrepreneurship in a way that gives us endless freedom and endless confidence and endless cash. And at the beginning, that's just not the case. And being able to really understand that the work that you're doing, even when you're not getting the results you want immediately, is building up for something better, is building up for something greater. If I look at my personal business, my virtual assistant business, and I see where I was 4 years ago and see where I am now, wow. But to me, 4 years is a long time. I'm younger. 4 years feels like I should be miles ahead. But that's because I'm impatient. That's because I want it. I'm hungry. I've jumped headfirst in, and I have a lot of battle wounds to show that. But when I really sit down and I say, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm hitting the goals that I set for myself before I even believed in goal setting, before I even believed in manifestation, before I even understood all the limiting beliefs that were holding me back in my business. I hit those goals by accident because I set an intention and I slowly worked towards them. And to me, that's success. That's saying, okay, 4 years ago, my goals were this and I hit them. And hopefully the goals that I have for myself right now, although I am not hitting them in this moment, I will look back in 2 years and say, oh my God, that's what I wanted when I was 2 years into my business, or 3 years. And it's hard because I don't want you guys to have to get that far ahead and look back and say, oh, that was good. But it's a nice reminder. Okay, guys, so that Tipsy Thursday was hopefully something that you guys got great joy from. It's always fun answering these questions, and I'm so happy that people are open and honest and able to be that transparent with me, because that's the best way for me to answer your questions as well. So as always, well, almost always, on Thursdays, I send out a Tipsy Thursday. You send me an email, you write a YouTube comment, you send me a DM on Instagram, whatever it is, and then I answer it. And remember, guys, I'm a marketing operations specialist. If you want to get the deets on funnels or landing pages or how to use those services as your main package in your virtual assistant business or anything related to this, please know that I'm not just mindset. I can do that strategy as well. All right, ladies and gents, it was so lovely popping into your YouTube space today, and I hope you have a great one. All right, guys, until next week. Bye.